The real issue is not Sunni versus Shia. The issue is methodological consistency. Apply the same evidentiary rule to Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, Fatima, and al-Bayt. When authentic hadith supports Ali and al-Bayt, the report is narrowed through context. Sahih Muslim 24:24 has Aisha narrating the cloak event with Ali, Fatima, Hassan and Hussein. Tirmidhi 3787 says, "These are the people of my house." Yet the conclusion is made secondary. On Pada, the principle becomes, do not add a permanent legal obligation, which the Quran itself does not clearly state. Even hadith practice is interpreted through the exact Quranic wording and context. Fine. Keep that principle. But on Fadak and Fay, the exact wording is no longer treated the same way. Quran 59:6 says, whatever Allah restored to his messenger. Verse 7 names the messenger and close relatives among the beneficiaries. Yet the controlling explanation becomes state property and head of state. Where are those exact words in the verse? Then prophetic inheritance. The Quran says Solomon inherited David, and Zachariah asked for an heir, who would inherit him, and the family of Jacob. The response is that inheritance here means knowledge, and religious legacy, not material property. But if prophetic inheritance means knowledge, and religious legacy, that makes consultation with the Prophet's closest household more important, not less. You cannot make their inheritance spiritually enormous when denying property, then make their opinion politically irrelevant at Saqifa. At Saqifa, Bukhari records Ali saying he was not consulted in the matter of rule. Bukhari also records that Ali, Zubayr and those with them were outside, or opposed to that gathering. The defense is emergency. Fine. But after Uthman was killed, the state faced an even deeper crisis. Now instability is used to say Ali should not have accepted government. The same factor becomes an excuse for Saqifa, and an accusation against Ali. That is not one standard. And then comes the CCTV history problem. When a report supports Ali, we hear late transmission, context, uncertainty. But when a weaker historical report attacks Ali's camp, or protects a preferred political narrative, suddenly it becomes, this is what happened. Weak history becomes 4K CCTV from 35 Hijri. If historical reports are human, late and fallible, I agree. But uncertainty must work in both directions. Apply it equally to Saqifa, Uthman's crisis, Marwan, Malik al-Ashtar, Ali's governors, Jamal and Siffin. No selective certainty. So here is the consistency test. If Quran first is the rule, use it for Fadak too. If Sahih Hadith can explain the Quran, use it for al-Bayt too. If emergency excuses Saqifa, do not weaponize emergency against Ali. If history is uncertain, anti-Ali reports are uncertain too. That is the whole point. One Quran. One evidentiary standard. One standard of historical criticism. One standard of political accountability for Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali and al-Bayt. Let the evidence fall where it falls. These are the main sources used. The critique is about the consistency of the method, not a claim about anyone's inner intentions.